Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99 and today we're back at Something Ends, Something Begins in the Luxury House Flipper. This is the final job in the DLC for the clients. So we'll go in to our modern house via the garage. So it's all pretty much done. We don't need to do anything with the garage. It's already painted, it's got some shelving, nothing else needs doing to the garage. And then we've got our hallway, our main entrance here. We've got the office space off it here, a powder room, and then the open plan living space. So let's start working on it here and let's see how far we can get. So there's not an awful lot needs doing to a lot of the structure and the floorings and the painting. None of that needs to be done a lot. There's a few rooms where we're going to have to touch things up, but a lot of the rooms don't need any of that sort of painting and flooring and everything doing. So a lot of it's just placing furniture. So it might be quite a quick flip, this one. Right, so we want the Agmar bookcase. I think we want like natural colours and neutral colours and modern look and open, spacious and airy is what our Lucille, our client, is looking for. So I think this looks quite nice as a sort of modern and airy feel to it. So let's pop those down on this back wall here, and then I think we'll have the desk in front of that. So it's the Agmar again, so everything's Agmar at the moment, so the light coloured desk. So if we match the wood to the shelves, let's just flip that a bit so we can see the tabletop better. I think I like the paler colours. I quite like the beige and I quite like the white. I think white's a little bit of a stark colour, so maybe we go beige. Still quite a modern feel, isn't it? And it kind of blends into the wood tones as well. The Solium dark armchair, the desk chair, doesn't have the same colour palette as what we've gone for with the woods, does it? It's a little bit darker. I was expecting her to go for much paler colours, so I'm not quite sure which one to go for here. I think I might go for the red for a bit of a contrast. She's artistic, so maybe a splash of colour will be quite nice here and there. And then we just want a little couch, so the Veni light coloured couch. Yeah, that's not a bad colour. Maybe white or beach, cherry. Kind of matches the red maybe, I don't know. It's only for the legs, so you don't see it that much, so it's not that big a deal if you get the colours wrong. We'll go for cedar, and then could go for cream. Coffee's a little bit dark. Maybe the beige. I think the beige is the best match for the colour scheme we've gone for here. Will it fit here? Because that's a nice place, because you've got the big French doors next to it, so you can see out into the garden space from there. I mean, we could also, alternatively, we could have put the couch on that back wall, couldn't we? I think I quite like that idea. Let's just move the desk a little bit further forward, so we're utilising the space a little bit better, and you're not going to bang into the bookcase if you move your chair around. And then all we've got left then is a plant. Yeah, so she's going to keep it all fairly simple. It's definitely decluttered, minimalistic style of decor, isn't it? So gold and silver maybe for the pot, or grey. I think the grey might be nicer. Yeah, we'll go for the mid-grey. Now, will that go on one of the shelves? I think it will. Let's just get a little bit closer so we can... Yes, there we go. Yeah, very minimalist, but she's going to bring her own items in and probably pictures. She put her own... She's artistic, so I imagine she'll bring her own paintings to put on a lot of the walls. But yeah, decluttered. She definitely said decluttered in the introduction, didn't she? So yeah, the room is quite decluttered. There's very little in it, just the functional pieces that you actually need. But it still looks quite nice. It's a decent space, decent sized space for an office here. If you wanted, you could get a lot more in there. That's the garage. Yeah, we did that. So then we've got this huge open plan space and then a powder room. So the fixtures and fittings we were keeping from the original version of the house, so we just want to do some tiling, don't we? So I'll just add a little bit of albertegulus, the white, and then some emerald stone cladding. Then it specifies the number of each, so we need 2 stacks of this emerald stone cladding. I think we'll go for the plain one without the paint in it. So we want 2 stacks of that because we want 20 of those, and we want 10 of the white and 20 of the, is it sort of a beigey colour, the stone? I think it's a sort of a beigey colour, isn't it? So 10 of the white, and we've already got 8, so let's have a look at the pattern. So there's like 2 right in the corner, so if we mirror that there, that gives us our 10 white. Oh, that was simple. And then we want 20 of this, so maybe we start removing some of the green, because the green's a little overpowering, isn't it? I think there's more than 20 of the green though, so maybe we're leaving a feature wall with the green in it. So maybe we go round, leave the sink wall to last, and see how many of the green ones we remove by just going around the sides. We need more tiles. So we just go up to the white on this side, and then we do the wall behind us. Well, there's 2 more there. And then we go along here. Alright, so that's our 20, but if we stop there it's going to look a little odd. So if we take those extra 3 there, and then we leave a little splash of green on that wall there for contrast. I mean, you could use the tiling and completely take out the green if you wanted, but I think I'm tempted to just leave that one wall with a little bit of green in, just for a splash of colour. As we've fulfilled the requirements, so I think I kind of do like the idea of leaving that green. So here we're going to have to do something with the floor, because where we've knocked the walls out, we've left little marks, look. Right, so we want some snowy marble, and then we're using the Maestro Dark panel. So I would imagine the snowy is for the kitchen area. So if we go to the corner there, and then so the 2 walls there don't quite match. There was a little like a little kink in the way the walls will, weren't there? So we'll have to decide how we're going to make that snowy meet the wood panel. So if we start down the end here and start filling in, is it a slightly darker wood? I think it's a slightly darker wood than the one that was originally here, rather than just matching up the little marks we've left. Yeah, it's slightly darker. Right, so because of the way the windows are, they've got like little corners that are slightly further in because of the concrete structure, so we need to make sure we go around all the little edges. We'll do it in sections to try and make sure we don't miss anything. So do the doorway again here, and then start in the corner and see where we meet. Oh right, here's where we meet up with the, let's go to there, then let's have a look at where these meet. So what we want to do is fill in that little gap. Oops, that didn't quite work right, did it? So there, how does that look? Yeah, I think that's the best way for the snowy to meet the wood, because of the way the walls change. There's not a straight, easy demarcation spot. Right, now I just want the little bit for the doorway. Alright, double check. I don't think we've missed anything, have we there? I think we've got it all. Alright, so it's a huge room, isn't it, actually? Right, so we've got a small kitchen here. What else are we adding in here? So a microwave and a coffee maker. That's the simple one because they just go on the surfaces. So it looks like Lucille doesn't eat at home a lot, because she's not got a big kitchen. And if she's entertaining in, she probably gets catering or takeaway or something. Right, some more modern paintings. That's a big blank piece of wall, so that's begging for a painting on there. And then we've got the darker, the coolness of existence. So this will go... Right, where have we got big wall space? There's not quite enough space for that above the fireplace, so we'll pop it there. And so that's like the entrance hallway greeting you in, where the two pictures are. We've got we haven't got a coffee table or anything there in that list of things, have we? No. We've got these freestanding green wall modules, so we've got lots of living plant wall things. Right, which colour wood shall we use? Shall we use cedar? I think that's a nice mid-tone wood that's still a modern colour, isn't it? There's enough space here for one. And maybe here near the French doors, near to the pool. That's the exit to the pool there. There's quite a lot of these green freestanding walls, aren't there? So cedar, that's what we said. Now we're kind of running out of wall space to pop these, aren't we? There's a big space of wall there, but that's next to the stairs, so you can't put anything there. We can put one at the other side of the television here. And then we're pretty much out of wall space in here, aren't we? Unless there's a hanging one. They're all freestanding ones, aren't they? Right, Kennoa light coloured chair. These are our dining chairs to go with our table that we kept. So 4 of these chairs, so if we put 2 at either side, and 2 on this side. Now we can put some of these freestanding wall pieces in here, look. We've got a big empty wall over there, next to the table. So cedar, these are narrow ones, so we want 2 of each of these. So if we put one near the doors, and then one where the wall changes texture, kind of hides where it changes texture, and then we want 2 of these cedar. How about we put one on this little piece of wall here, and then we go back to this end wall and we put one near the door to the pantry in the corner. That kind of breaks up that big white wall with the textured leaf. So there off through that little black door there off from the kitchen is a little pantry, which has already got shelves and stuff in. Yeah, it's very, very modern and clean and sleek, isn't it? Not a lot of furniture in here, but she's happy with this. She likes lots of empty space. Yeah, so we've not had an awful lot of work to do with it, have we? So we now can go down and see about the... I think we wanted to add 4 speakers, didn't we? So we don't need to do anything to this, like, hallway room. She's got time to think what she wants to do with that. And we've got a indoor home cinema here, so we want 4 speakers, I think. Probably 1 in each corner. Right, so it's quite dark on the walls and things, so maybe we go for the black wood and make the speakers grey and light. And then we just need to find space to pop those in. Make sure they're facing the right way. On either side of the screen, and then see if we can get the other 2 in the back corners if there's space. Oops. Let's find a better angle to see if we can... No, we can't put 2 side by side there, so I definitely think there should be oh yeah, look, there is a gap. So we can put them at the side of here. So we want 1 there, and then 1 at the other side, just here, which... There we go. So that's all we need to do to the home cinema area. Very luxurious having that home cinema area. It also takes a lot of dedication to film, to want to dedicate an entire room and buy all the equipment to do that. Very luxury oriented item. So this is going to be the bedroom and the ensuite for Lucille. So the grey actually kind of fits in with her colour palette, but I think then it looks like we're going to be changing it. So right, we've got the Inspirations mood board now, look. So she's gone for very pale colours, light woods, whites, a little bit of grey. So the Emperador grey marble is a nice, like, contrast texture, so maybe the feature wall in that, and then something a little paler on the other 3 walls. And I think we're going to keep the honeycomb texture grey on the floor by the looks of that. I don't think they're asking us to change that one. Quite like these marble textures on the wall, it's rather nice. It's not just a flat tile texture, it's like you've got an entire sheet of marble on the wall. Looks really cool. Right, so let's pop those down. Oh well, shall we do a... If we're going to put the shower on there, should we make it a 2-wall grey, 2-wall white? Since we've already got the tiles, don't really want to waste them. There we go. Right, pop that down, and let's see about a contrast colour. The mood board's got a lot of white on it, so... Ooh, snowy marble? We use the snow... Did we not use the snowy marble? Yeah, we've got the snow marble in the kitchen, haven't we? So it kind of follows through from the kitchen area then, doesn't it? And the texture's very similar, so it kind of keeps the theme going. And then that's a light one in the ceiling, isn't it? Yeah. Relaxing tiling with Kitty. This house is progressing very, very quickly. I wasn't expecting it to be a short job, but it pretty much is one of the shortest, isn't it? If not the shortest, by the looks of it. We haven't found any problems yet. It's going to be quite a quick turnaround. Bit of a clean, a few little bits of textures and changes here and there, but mostly pretty quick. And then this is the last one of our jobs, and then we can start doing the house renovations for ourselves to see what we feel like doing with them. Right, so that's the walls. So, ceiling, lamp, right. Oh, interesting choice. I think we'll go for the circular lamp because it's a wet area, because we have showers and things. You want one of these sealed lamps to prevent water getting in it. I don't think the chandeliers and things suit that kind of environment. Right, so that's going to be a mirror. I think we'll go for the azure dark coloured mirror, and we'll go for like a grey colour for the background. Let's just pop that on the wall. We might need to move it because the sink's sort of going to be there, but we might need to move it once we've put the sink in. Right, that's the only pop-ups there, so let's see what else we've got. So we need a light switch. Let's go for the grey and grey to go with the colour scheme we've got here, and pop that by the door where it opens. Right. Then we just need to add our fixtures and fittings. The best thing to add first is going to be the shower, isn't it? Seam left side shower, so that goes in this corner here. Toilet fitting is a little bit close to the shower. We have to see if we can sneak it a bit further along the wall for access space. It's quite a quick installation, that shower, yeah, so we need to move that, sneak the toilet along the wall a little bit. We want the grey seat lid. See if we can sneak. How far along can we sneak that? Right, and then we're going to try and sneak the sink along a little bit as well. So it's one of these hanging modern sinks. Let's have a look at the colour. Do we go for the grey? I think we'll go for the grey and the light. Yeah, let's see if we can sneak that along, so we will have to move the mirror. I thought we would. Right, let's start with all the assembling and fitting. Inlet pipes. Lighten them up, make sure they're all turned on. Exit pipes and U-bends. Done. And, oh, the toilet needs assembling as well. Didn't do that when we popped it in. All done. Right, now we need to move the mirror, and then I think we're done, aren't we? Just move the mirror along. So she doesn't want us to even put towels and things in. She's going to bring those with her, I suppose. There you go. Fairly minimalist. Simple colour palette. Very modern, white and grey. Let's move on to the bedroom itself then. It's quite a nice big space, and you've got these enormous windows. Would be very hard to curtain it all, so hopefully you don't mind the sun shining through your windows in the morning. If you're an early riser, it won't be a big deal. If you like to sleep in a bit late, they're going to wake you early. Mood board, here you go. I'm expecting to see forms elegant in their simplicity. Light wood and neutral colours in these rooms. Nothing too distracting. Less is more, darling. Remember that. Ah, less is more, darling. Okay, I'll try and remember that, Lucille. Less is more, darling. Right, so light woods, little grit of grey, mostly sort of whitey colour. So we will take the Ratatayan chandelier and we'll make it all light and white. Light and white. Bright and shiny, darling. Right, so what is this? This is a wall fixture. Oh look, we've got light wood panelling. So she's got kind of like bamboo, stripy, woody texture on the mood board, look. So any of these would kind of go. These light coloured narrow panels is kind of a 60s, 70s thing, isn't it? So I think if we're going to go for wood, I think we'll go for the Hudson light brown panels, because they've then got like a V shape, so it doesn't remind me of that 70s wood panels that people had everywhere. I think we'll go for a long back wall of the wood, which is probably most of the wall space actually in this room, isn't it? Because most of the rest of it is glass. There'll be a couple of little pillars. Maybe we do those in white paint, and then that'll probably be it, won't it? So we might want to grab some white paint before we finish the wall, otherwise we'll lose the ability to buy it probably. Right, we can always buy it from the standard tab. Oh no, from the wall thing, not from the task tab. Right, so let's get some. Need a little bit more of the wood panel, and let's grab the paint before we finish that. So could go for the crystal. I think we'll go for the white, because we're just going to pop it on like the pillars, so we only need a small pot. There's just a couple of pillars in the corners, and that'll be all that will be needing painting. So let's go back to the... Oh, come here. I'm struggling to get the wheel to go to the right marker. Look, there we go. Thank you. Panelling. Tiling. Thank you. It's quite a nice texture, that, with the V shapes. It's kind of a... Although it's flat, it kind of feels a bit like a 3D texture because of the patterning on it, doesn't it? Right, so then we'll just do these little pillars in the white, so we've got the nice bright contrasted colour. That's right, and then we've just got the corner here, haven't we? And then that's probably all there is to paint now, isn't it? I mean, I suppose we could have done the wood just in the gaps between the doors and then painted around the edges, but I like it like that. Right, what furniture do we want? Right, a chair. Right, so the mood board's kind of got arms, hasn't it? So these first two, I think, are the closest to what she's got on a mood board, and we want to go white and cream, maybe? Yeah, white and cream? I think so, because that's kind of the cool, light, modern colour thing, isn't it? Right, let's work our way around with the little symbols and see what we're offered. So, one of these modern Kahneman coffee tables. Do we go in a... I think we should go wood, not just white, so we'll go for the palest colour that comes in. Let's pop that there. And this is going to be a... Ooh, wardrobe. Tempted to go for the Charles, but it's a slightly more older style. Maybe the Havana. If we change the wood, because that spruce maybe. Does did we do spruce on the table? I just went for the lightest colour on the table. I think it might have been spruce. Something very similar to that, isn't it? And then white, contrasty details. So can this go on this wall section here? Yep. And then bed and little hanging lights either side of it, I'm assuming here. Oh, we went for the Havana wardrobe, so we'll go for the Havana bed. And we went for spruce. Right, so we want kind of white. We want white and light colours, don't we? So white, white, lines, lines, crossy lines. So we'll go for the lines definitely on the bed, and then we'll play around a little bit with the pillows. So if we go for the crossy on the first one, then the second one will be the lines, and then the third one will be asymmetric. How does that look? I think that might look well. Let's try that on this wall and see what we think. Let's get the positioning right. And then we want some little lights by the side of it. So which ones has she got? We've had the Ratatian sconce will match the ceiling lamp, won't it? And we went white and... let's go white and white. Or the wall, let's put them even with the side of the headboard. And they're the ones that can be moved and angled a little bit. Ooh. If she's going to want a picture above... well, we can't really fit a picture above the bed there. We're going to have to look for somewhere else to put that. So they're all fairly modern paintings. I kind of want to go for something neutral and light and... a lot of them are a lot darker and brighter and more busy than I kind of feel fits in. I think maybe the painting escapism is the one I feel fits better to our colour scheme. We don't really have anywhere for it to fit. There's no wall space for it. It definitely isn't going to go above the bed. Even if we make it the smallest, I don't think it's going to fit above the bed. Let's try the... there aren't any landscape versions, are there? They're all portrait. Yeah. I do think I prefer the painting escapism, but yeah, even the smallest one isn't going to fit there. We're going to have to move something. That's not wide enough. There might be enough space on this wall if we move the wardrobe. So if we push the wardrobe into the corner, then we can put the painting here, I think. So we'll use the smaller size so that it's taking up less space. There we go. That's going to work. Right, so what else does she want? She wants some little shelves. Oh, so they're the little knick-knack shelves, so we could kind of put them all... we could either put them all in a row above the bed, or we can put them, stack them like one on top of each other. And then we could do that down the side here, so you could add decoration. So we could start quite low down, and then we stack them above each other, like so. Oop, a little bit further up. Right, so what else do we want? Oh, a sculpture of some sort, or a plant. So we could grab a sculpture and put it on like the little table, in which case I'd probably take that monotony one. But I think a plant is probably going to be better, and I think we want one of the tall ones. How about the Howia Forsteriana, and we'll do a light and grey pot. And if we pop that in the corner like that, then that's job done here as well. So again, quite minimalist, but it's got everything that we need, and we've even got a plant in there. So that's another floor done. So that's 2 out of our 3 floors completed now. So what we want to do now is head all the way up to the top floor of the house, which is the last floor that we haven't done yet. So that's the bedroom and the cinema downstairs. Then here we've got the big open plan living space and kitchen and office, and then up here we've got like a big open area here. We want an extra sofa in here. The Kira dark coloured sofa. I think the dark grey sounds like the best bet. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, I like that. So it's kind of an extra seating room here. And then now we've got these little spaces over here. We've got a bathroom and a walk-in closet. So this would have been a second bedroom. So a little bit of the clean-up. We actually missed this when we were doing the clean-up in the last episode, so let's quickly sort that out. I actually thought we'd done it all, but we missed it, look. I didn't know that the place was on 3 levels. Right, so they don't want the bathtub. Don't like the bathtubs. Right, so we'll sell the bathtub and the plumbing. And then instead of that, we're adding a little bit of seating, a few items like soap and stuff. And we're actually adding towels in here. So we've kind of got a cream colour scheme, so whites, greys, creams, yes? Grey, white, cream, yeah. Right, so where should we pop this? How about on the wall here? Soap dispenser, the marble one, let's go for white and light. Let's try and pop that on there, yeah, that looks good. And we want a soap dish, let's pop that on the other one. White and pink, yeah, that's fine. Pop that there. And then the crease light coloured poof, 2 of them. So if we go white and then white, I think, yeah, and then we'll pop those in the alcove. So you can pop your clothes there while you're having a shower. You can sit to put your slippers and shoes and socks and stuff back on. So yes, that's the little bathroom area sorted. We've got like a walk-in closet area here, just needs a little bit of a clean, and then I don't think they want to, no, we don't need to do anything else, we just need to clean up a bit. There we go, so that's storage and closet space. And we want a yucca plant. We want 2 of those, so how about we put them in corners? If we put one there and then one over the other side, like so. If I can get a fit, there we go, like so. And we want bookcase, 2 bookcases, a table, and some artist easels. So this is going to be the workroom. Then if you get covered in paint, you can go and clean up, and then the what would have been the walk-in wardrobe would probably be storage for your painting supplies then instead. So then a big table for working out. If we go for the American elm or let's go for the American elm, it's slightly paler. Or we could go for the cedar because that's what we've done everywhere else. No, we'll do the American elm. I think I like the paler wood. Yeah, so let's rotate that and put it in front of the beautiful view. Then we've got a small easel, but maybe we put that on the table. We'll go for the American elm again. We could put it on the floor, but I think we're going to put it on the table. There we go. And then 2 of the large easels, so let's grab one and put one at each different angle, shall we? American elm again, we'll stick with the same wood, so if we put one that way and then we put the other one at the other side, so she's got different angles she can look at, and depending on the light you can move around. And the Ollie wooden bar chair, American elm, and you could do small or medium. Let's have a look at how that's a little bit high to go with the table, but then you're maybe using it for the easels. Let's try the small. See, that's a little bit lower down, so I think we'll use that one because then that's more usable at the table. And we'll leave them both at the table, though you could put them at the easels as well. And that's oh, I think that might be the entirety of the job then. Let's just double check. There might be another room or two up here, we'll see for sure. But that's nice that we've actually done an actual artist's studio. Because we haven't done that before, so I think that's nice. There's got to be another room here, isn't there? Oh yeah, there's the room that was the kids' bedroom, wasn't there? Where we need to paint out the dinosaurs and the teddy bears and things. So I think this actually is our last room here, so we'll do the decorating in here. I'm sure we've got to paint that out. So the EOS dark brown panel with wallpaper. Yeah, I think we'll go for the most simple one. So how many do we want? Oh, we only need 10. We only need 10. So that's maybe the small end wall they're thinking of, where the door is, for 10. And then we white paint the other wall of the kids' mural out. See, that's already the 10 look, and we've not even done the little wall. So if they'd have said 15 or 20, I'd have thought the long back wall, but 10 is just an end wall. That seems a little odd actually to just do that on one end wall. They're probably planning the feature wall that I'm just painting now to be that, but that's definitely a lot more than 10 or even 15. So we're going to paint that. And then all we need to add is the sofa. And then I think what we'll do is probably do a quick check to make sure we've done everything. Let's check all the walls, make sure they're all painted. Yes, our progress bar's almost all the way through, look. We've still got quite a lot of budget left, actually. Right, so sofa, we're given a lot of choice for what sofa we want to go for. We can pick anything we want. We want a nice, big, squishy, soft sofa, so we go for the Marcus light coloured sofa. Should we make it white and then pale cushions? Which one do we like best? I think I like it like that best. So let's pop this along this long... Oh, how about this wall here? Yeah, prefer it on that wall, I think, from the angle of the wall over there, look. All tasks completed. Alright, so we don't need to double check because we've found everything. So let's complete that and take a look at what we've got. So some of the changes look quite minimal. That one's quite a big one. That's really cool because we haven't done an artist's room before. Nice, fresh, modern office. Turn it into a seating area instead of a little gym. Very little done there, just the flooring. Much more spacious there now. And there's the outside view, you can see into all the rooms, look. See the office there, furniture. Lovely, so let's head back to our home and take a look at the house as we can purchase it now. Oh look, we've got the achievement for completing all of the jobs. So we'll go back to our own office space and have a look at the house when we can purchase it and do it up for ourselves. So let's head inside and see what they're going to call this house and how much it's going to cost us. And what kind of condition it's going to be in as well. So browser, full purchase, and then we're looking for the ones with the red icon in the corner because that's the luxury expansion ones. I'm expecting it to be down the bottom, but some of the houses have surprised me with the prices that they've been sold for, so never can be quite sure. Oh, there it is, look, Cliff House. So it's quite far down, look, £319,000. So yes, the only more expensive one from this expansion is going to be the yacht. An exceptional construction suspended over the edge of the ocean. A unique location provides a perfect panoramic view of the city. The building needs some finishing work. So it sounds like it's just been newly constructed, and we can see like the boards and stuff and rubble and stuff. So it's a newly constructed house, so we're going to have to do all the decorating. Let's look at the interior. Yeah, so we need to do all the decorating. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. From Soft Kitty 99, goodbye and happy gaming!